The first ever All Men's International Men's Day debate is scheduled for November 10th at 10 a.m. in the Assembly Chamber under the theme Men's Mental Health and Identity. This morning, we have Legal Assistant Justin John joining us via Zoom to discuss what this debate is really all about and how we can be a part of it. Good morning to you, Justin.
Good morning, and it is a pleasure to be here this morning.
Thank you so very much for joining us. Can you shed some light on why this debate is necessary?
So, what we have realized, and a lot of research also points to, there's usually a gender disparity when it comes to programming that goes towards any issues surrounding gender. So, the Assembly Legislature, though we host an International Women's Day debate, we've never hosted an International Men's Day debate or a debate to commemorate men. And this is just that opportunity. This is the time, and we saw it fitting to, contribute to the cause and give men a voice.
Is it that men do have a voice now? I just feel like it's not balanced enough, so we need to make sure that we get our say in there and have the dialogue and the conversations.
So I believe it's for us to have the say and join the dialogue. What we have realized in all the promotions and all the training sessions that we have, men typically stay silent, and silence in a society is very dangerous. What we've also realized is when you bring them together and foster that sense of community, men talk. Men, when given the opportunity, they talk. And we were at a training session just last night where issues of mental health and also fatherhood and how our relationships with our fathers then affect us going forward, how we look at ourselves as becoming a father, and even considering how those things affect our society.
Yeah. And it all links back together, of course. Tell me, in terms of the theme, right? The theme for this conversation is men's mental health and identity. What are some of the topics to be covered under this theme?
So we're looking at coping mechanisms. We're looking at the high rates of suicide and also homicide in men. If you look at the statistics, I believe it's 90.7. I'm always subject to correction. Within the last few years, most of the homicide victims are men. Yes, a lot of the perpetrators are also men, so you don't see a lot of research into that. But then you also look at the suicide rate. Men have a higher level of suicide per capita. And you have to really look at the different ages of men. And when we contemplate all these things, it's time that we really zone into men's mental health. But let's hear it from the men's side of things. Let's hear why they are so afraid to go to a doctor, why they feel like if there's a stigma around mental health as a man, just as opposed to the stigma that society has as well. And where do they feel safe as well? So it's not only men's mental health, but it's also men's identity. Noting that as the culture shifts and as society progresses, as a man, sometimes you feel left behind. Especially when you come to, for example, retirement age. Most don't know that the highest rate of suicide in men are those who are 60 plus. And, those are persons who are now losing the identity that, defined them for so long. I was a police officer, now I am, and they can't fill that question. And sometimes that leads to poor decisions or a decision that they take onto their own self.
I completely hear you, and I understand where you're coming from. Tell me something though. It's set up as a debate, right? But this sounds like it's more like a therapy session than anything else. What is the point being debated back and forth?
So our motion, it surrounds and it points towards the THA creating a program, a multi-sectoral program that addresses the failings for men. So looking at how we lack coping mechanisms, what could we do or what program could we build to actually put in place, whether it be in the school level, in the family, in the church. What can we do or bring together to actually help men and furthermore help our society, because men are not alone in society. Now, it is set up as a debate, a parliamentary style debate, as all debates that happen in the House. So you would hear those who are for the motion and those who are against the motion. Now, not because you are against the motion means that you're going to say we shouldn't, there should be no programs or nothing like that. That's where we are training our debaters to think critically, look at the current landscape, ask questions. What programs are there currently in the Tobago space for men? For example, there's the Blue Room. That's a safe space for men. Because we don't always want to go to the doctor or feel safe. There might be a taboo usually associated with it, but this is a program that exists currently and it assists a lot of men. So you're going to hear a lot of interesting points. You're going to also be aware or become aware soon enough of programs that are already established for men, but you'll also understand why they are lacking. And also, there's a huge disparity between programs for men and programs for women.
And I mean, that didn't happen overnight, right? It took some time for us to get here. And of course, exploring it would be very, very interesting. Who are the people debating the motions?
So they are persons from all sectors of Tobago. We invited persons to register online. So far, we have students in high school. So we have some 15-year-olds, some 18-year-olds as well. We also have representatives from the different divisions of the Tobago House of Assembly who were nominated to be a part of the debate. So we're going to be able to hear the views that are coming from a very wide cross-section of our society here, because not everyone is, say, titty and over. We have those who are under the age to vote. We have some who are pushing retirement as well as a part of the demographic in this debate, getting ready to debate on the 10th of November.
Can you give me an idea as to how many people will be debating?
We currently have 12 persons set to debate among the horseshoe. We are looking forward to it. And there are more persons that are consistently asking us to join into the debate. We do welcome them, but we are also minded that the debates you tend to hear so many opinions, and we do want to hear all of them, but we're also minded of our time.
Of course. Tell me, if persons want to tune into debate, is there a way for us to be able to do so?
Yes, of course. So we invite all your viewers to go onto the Assembly Legislature's social media pages. That is on YouTube and also on Facebook. You will be able to tune into our live stream, just as all our sittings when the current sitting assemblymen meet. These assemblymen incoming will be live stream, and you'll be able to hear the entirety of the debate, every single contribution from those who are going to participate.
Well, let me say thank you very much, Justin, for this initiative and for joining us this morning, because I definitely think it's a conversation that will continue and needs to continue, and we need to shed some more light on some of the issues that will be showing themselves and how we can chart a better way forward, yeah?
Yes, of course. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing our viewership on the 10th of November. It's at 10 a.m. Tune in, hear about what's going to happen and how we are trying to affect change within the men in society. Thank you so much
and
for having me.
Please continue to do that great work, Justin. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Same to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Justin John, legal assistant, sharing with us what's coming up as it pertains to the International Men's Day debate scheduled for November 10th at 10 a.m. And you can be a part of it across the Assembly's Facebook page, Instagram page, and you can definitely tune in and be a part of it. The theme, men's mental health and identity. We take a quick break and we come back with more in our morning show. Stick around.